Iria dove no woman, Edonorowa, Edonorisi. Wana wo meno Osuwa, OROBOSA, no you, no Iyakpaka ya yiko. Egbe mara me, Iria wo wala wo wa gumewu. Watu ame, wa mi mefa. Egbe mara me yi. Kete ni adebo pori la jale jaba no te kore la no. Ewu emume kome ti gbagbe. Ìbánilẹ̀ ìwé sábọ̀dẹ̀ ẹ lọ ẹgbẹ́ níjà ẹ̀ ọgbàgbé mọ́ ìyẹn wo ni lórí gbòmí nínú ẹgbọ́ ẹ̀dá túnlá jẹ́ olùwàláwòwò olùwà ẹ̀fẹ̀rẹ̀ mi ẹ̀dọ̀rẹ̀ olùwàláwòwò yàwó ni ní 2 million ẹ̀gbọ́ ìyá àdè ìrẹ́ ìyàtà ẹ̀dẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ gbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrẹ́ yẹyẹ wàkẹ́ ìjọbọ̀ rẹ̀ ẹ̀dá túnlá jẹ́ olùwàláwòwò olùwà mímẹ́fà Numa to ave wala wo kore gbagbe ti we ni do po yo ti ke wala ke se ba o gba dije different ti o ki ti so le gbe mi ave gbe mi ya gbọ́dọ̀ la ni gbagbe bo wala wo we to we wala wo wa wo jo bo me wa to ave wala wa go we wo wala wo ni wa ya to ave ni sama ya to wa ya fe wala wo wala
Yes, Edo people and Nigerians across the world, top of the day to you. My name is Comrade Lamte Oreki, and of course, this is a Comrade show. This a video I just played, the matter surfaced yesterday, and honestly, I was very touched for different reasons. This woman is my colleague, to be very honest. I know it's going to surprise a number of persons. She's my colleague in the industry. I know her very well. And of course, when this news came out, I've reached out to a number of persons, reached out to her as well. And I thought that we should do this. We are going to look at the matter from different strands. I'm not alone. My name is Comrade Lamte Mamusa here. I equally have with me some very notable personality, somebody that many of you may know. I want to look at some aspects of this matter with Iyakpaka, of course, the Edo Artists Association, and of course, we'll look at some other things around the situation with this fibroid, vis-a-vis the call she has just made. But before much ado, let me quickly bring on my brother, Best Ogumu. Best Ogumu, bro, you're welcome to the program, bro.
Thank you very much, comrade. It's nice being with you once more.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so very much. Best Ogumu, Iyakpaka, the video came up yesterday. She's asking for money, 2 million naira. She's got fibroid. And I mean, from what we saw from the footage, it's quite advanced. Now, a lot of things have been flying around. A lot. To be very honest, the call she's making has elicited quite some, some response. A lot of people blaming the artist body. People say, what is 2 million naira that the Edo State Artists Association cannot put together to save one of their own? And why this call, this public outcry, and why this and why that? I know you and I have talked about this, privately, but look at the situation we are right now. It's very dire. Those women in a critical condition. Okay, I don't know what your take in all this is, but before you go into your take, I'd like you to share a brief history, just very brief, of the Edo State Artists Association that it is called today, formerly Edo State Artists Forum. Just a brief history, so people will know where we are coming from and why we are doing this.
Thank you very much, comrade. There was something you said earlier, and I'm sure a lot of persons are surprised. It's like a surprise news to them that she's your colleague.
Oh, yes.
The Edo Artists Association of Nigeria that we have today originally started as Edo State Artists Forum, ESAF, ESAF. It started way back. It's more than 25 years old now.
Yeah.
We came together and said we needed a body that will represent the interest of artists.
Yes.
And so something happened. Maybe in some other forum, we'll have to talk about it. Something happened that brought us together and said, let's have an organization that will be representing the interest of artists. And when we started it, after about 9 months or a year, we had elections. An election was held, and some of us won. I remember very well, I won the election as the first executive president of the association.
Yeah.
And you won the elections as the first secretary general, the first executive secretary general of the association. And we ran it for 2 years before we handed over. It wasn't easy. It was a very tough one, because I remember we even had to go to different houses to beg artists to register with the association. We have to penetrate a lot of executive producers of movies. We went to a lot of persons to solicit for locations. I remember how we started, where we have to record from morning to the next morning or to the next evening, or coming home very late. I want to also remember how yourself and myself, how we had to penetrate government to make sure that we were recognized. Our late royal father, by Ayodele, recognized us so much, because we were always going there on a visit. We were going there to perform for him too.
He was our grand patron.
Yes, he was our grand patron. All the governors that came, they recognized us. All the commissioners of arts and culture, they did. The late Sabito Waipo, Moede, Osifo, and all. I remember all the stage dramas we were doing then. I remember how we encouraged the late Sotoso to produce movies.
Yeah.
Let me quickly thank the late Sotoso for being the man that actually dared, because I believe that the fear of the unknown, is what actually, do not make people go into some businesses. They don't dare. But Sotoso did. He made a lot of money too. I have to say that. So that was how we started the ESAF that metamorphosed into AIR. It became AIR when we're going to now make it all inclusive. All inclusive.
Yes.
As long as we belong to the entertainment world in Edo State, it now covered everybody, whether you were acting, dancing, singing, whatever. As long as it is the entertainment business, that was how it metamorphosed into AIR. So that's where we've been coming from. And the woman we are going to talk about today that has called us is actually a pioneer member, not just of this industry, of the association.
Yes.
And so it's indeed very, very painful. But I'll stop here for now.
Yes, you've done well. I actually wanted this to come from you because I needed to establish a foundation for this discourse. I like people and Nigerians to know that it's a personal call for me as far as this woman's case is concerned. Somebody I know very well. Best has said that she's a foundation member of the association. I'm proud to say that I was part of that framework. Even before the first, association was formed, we're always part of the process. It's been a long time coming. We're talking of a career that has spanned, in quite a number of decades. And some of us, honestly, we've been there. And that is the truth. And so when I saw this footage yesterday, I knew that this was going to be a personal call, personal commitment. But I'm glad that so far, since the video came out yesterday, the artist body, some of them have been responding. And of course, the general public equally, people have been responding to the call. And I want to appreciate those who have. Of course, all of us are involved in this process. Best Ogumu, 2 million, many have said, it's not such a big amount of money that the artist body cannot cough out.
Yeah.
Why are we having issues? Why do we have to go public?
2 million naira actually is not actually what those in the entertainment business and others cannot really afford. But they have really tried. You know, a lot of persons do not know. The truth of the matter is sometimes we talk about things that we are ignorant of.
Yeah.
This artist association has been doing a lot that persons are not aware of.
Best Ogumu, I don't want to talk about the positives.
Okay.
There are
Okay.
a number of negatives in the public
now 2 million.
already.
Actually, 2 million is not too big for us to do, but it's not just 2 million. It's not just 2 million naira. Okay, 2 million naira is for them, for the doctors, to the surgeons to carry out the intervention. But what happens after the intervention? That's what we are talking about. She does not actually require just 2 million naira. I have to be very frank with you, comrade. It's not just 2 million naira. You know, after the operation, the intervention, what happens? She needs to recuperate. Her recuperation will cost certain things. You know, she can't just go through the operation and go. I mean, she will not go home to go and sit down, go and sleep. She has to eat. There should be some medications, a lot of some other things. You know, I'm also aware that she was into trading, but since this thing started, although a lot of us never knew until this thing came out yesterday, but I heard, I am aware, I know that she was into trading, and she has not been doing it for a very long time, so she doesn't really have anything for now. So the 2 million is for the intervention, it's for the surgeons, it's for the operation. But what happens after the operation?
Okay,
that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
So we need more.
Yeah, you've made a very good point. I'm coming to one point because we are going to discuss the Edo State Artists Association, the members, not all of them, because there's a whole lot of, unnecessary drama equally playing out with the association that is impacting on a lot of things around. That, some of us looking at this is a union that many of us, some few of us came together, to establish. It was a long process. We envisaged and planned for a lot of things and all of that, and somehow some people are beginning to bring the union to some sort of ridicule, which for very many of us, I have not made any statement publicly about this. I've spoken to some persons internally. But I think that even the issues generating within the association, some of them are affecting things moving forward the way they ought to be, and bringing a show of shame, making the issue of Edo State artists to become a matter of discourse by those who don't even know what is happening inside the association, and people are just speculating and saying no. But before we go into that, I like Nigerians to know that when we talk of typhoid is cancer. I'm not a doctor, but typhoid is cancer. Okay, at its own level, and fibroid is cancer at its own level. Fibroid is not a good thing, and there are so many sufferers of this matter. As far as Nigeria is concerned, unfortunately, we have a system, where our medical facilities and the system is not helping us to quickly deal with this matter, quickly, as it were, and all of that. I don't know. Best, I've got some image here. I brought this from Google. I know that you have some. If you see this image right now, you can see that this is the woman's intestine, and you see many swellings around there. All these swellings, they are unwanted swellings within the woman's system, and they can appear from anywhere inside the womb. And we are made to be aware from our own layman's perspective. that fibroid has actually inhibited a number of women from even having children and all of that. So many, things unwanted within the system, unnecessary growth, disturbing. And in this woman's case, her tummy is really, really, big, protruded because of this typhoid matter, because it's become really big, and it's really, really debilitating. She's unable to do anything. And if this matter is not handled, as quickly as can be, it may actually lead to the unexpected and the unwanted and all of that, which is why we are making this call, which is why, we are having this discourse. But before we just zero into, I bring best on, to zero into this matter. For those who are just joining us, I want us to watch this video and then we come and discuss the matters around the video. Let's just watch.
OROBOSA no you no Iyakpaka ya yiko. Egbe mara me ibi ebo me wala wo wa ku me ku. Wa tun ame wa mi me fan. Egbe mara de yi. Kete di ade bo bori la je le joba do te ko la do. Ewu mu me ko me ti gbagbe. Ibale de egbe sa bo de lo. Egbe ja e. Ogbagbe mo. Iye wo ni do ni bo mi. Ibe bo eda tula de wala wo wa e pe mi e do wala wo ya we di tu video be boy. Ya ze. Ibe ya ka de ti e gbe. Ibe ye. Wa ke jo bo be ena tula de wala wo wa mi me fa. Wa to ave wala wo ko e gbagbe ni ti we ni do po yo ti ke wala ke se ba. O wa dije different organization with baby and baby ya. Ya go do la ni gbagbe no. Wala wo we to we wala wo jo bo me wa to ave. Wala wa go we wo wala wo. Wa ya to ave no sama ya to wa ya fe. Wala wo.
Anyway, it's really emotional. Sister, what you can work in Jesus? Brabest, let's keep it together. It's quite it's heartbreaking. The dope people are Nigerians. I must tell you this. I won't lie to you. We're having this broadcast. I'm ashamed a bit. Ashamed because I honestly didn't think that we needed to come out to seek for public support. I probably expected that as a union, we should have been able to rally around ourselves, see how much we can do. You understand what I'm saying? And then maybe if we are needing external support, we'll probably be able to find a way, around it. But again, I recognize that one person cannot cover 2 million, which is why I thought that, as a union, there should have been that level of, unity. But unfortunately, we are not going to kid ourselves. Okay, with the association has already some of the members have already sold the idea that the unity really is still part of it's still a struggle, as it were. So to that extent, I personally want to appeal to Edo people on behalf of Iyakpaka. I know persons have been making some contributions here and there. The Benin man says, but then I do come back together here and there. While but you salubua, on the like Brad Best equally said, 2 million $1 need and all of that. I see 2 million only doctor need, where man, no matter now, it's all we take a lot of things and all of that. So for those who can assist, we really appreciate. And for those who are making a lot of judgment here and there, look, you're right to do so. But let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. For us, we will continue to negotiate with the association to take necessary steps, to arresting some of these things. Best, before I can continue, I don't know what you want to add to this. Or this has become a public call, or when we got the new year, it has become public. We have to make the appeal. You understand what I'm saying? Now we will do our bit. I quit here to be let you I am hoping that, in the course of this February, she gets this process started, and then I will a recovery. Okay, so whatever we're able to raise more than 2 million naira, in addition, is going to be helpful to the process. So it's a public appeal. If you know, just like Davido said, if you know, say, my music don't make you smile, if you know that this woman has done a show that has put some smiles on your face, that you can think, oh man, I remember this woman in this drama, and all of that. And you, come on. If you know that a Doe movie at all has, made some very good impacts, where you are, please, in my email, let's show some support. 1,000 naira is not too much. 500 is not too much. 100,000 is not too much. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever we can put together, is going to be something. And that is why we are doing this. Best to go over to you, sir.
Wese oteme lamte no wore yaki wese kakabo. Ivia do nuzomo. Beno no why you sunobun gbe why so aye yere no wala ho. Ihe ge mi so osunu kere ade. Ivia do nuzomo oni gugana. Ihe ge mi so osunu kere ade no ma jo wa yeye. Wala ho. Maga egun akan ma ye egun akan magun ayo kele ade maga ye agun ayo akwo mo da mepin pe na la ho no ero to na ogi Iyakpaka na o ese wagi ma mu ino pani ni ma wa mi ami ani ma mu ego na wa to Iyakpaka na la ho waka wa ude yi abi ewa kakabo ma yebe hia wogi ma yebe hia be we kere sokma yawe asa amemi bani ana sa me ba won lode ogi Iyakpaka na 2 million ni na kan yawe we di operation e wa no oga yi wa ni kan wo di operation aga wo operation bo ne to ri di owa o agba o regbe o ari rai o aduhun ọka dueki ọpẹ eri dueki irundemi arena na laho iri edonuzomo tu wa to wa pe baye no gbo bu wa ke ranija ba no roke ekponu wa yako keri ladian eredio o ma ke aku waji wa ga yo pa o okin uyi iri okin aye nu wa laho wa de ba ma ni maya di yobo le gedegbe na ni mayari ye ni Iyakpaka o ma polo gbe ikobo pa ikobe va o ene o ugie be no riri aye be no boe be setimiri ladian na la o na ri e ladian idigwe i makaka bori egbe yo wa mi me ba odo ladian na ni ya wa ge me va ora o kalotu gede oge o tuamia ni kukui mama sebe donati ehana ekeni ma bana na do sola dia ori ma we emi na ogele dima ni ma we obi ebo ari obi ewo da wa ya wese kakabo ma ko wa o na la ho ibude na komre lamte na la ho wa re lo bo ma re aza elabara aza ni ma ke amula diana owo wi e no ku no.
Yes.
Mayagba ore ibani makin ari eni ye aji.
Yes.
Gware lo bo ma be o na we ri ere ni ri egie. La ho wa ari agwale ma nu kin atie no kin ari azana nu o we ma nu kaka bo we iya gelere wa gede o kin ti ri azana nu. Eri ni ro pa lo bo wa mo so we ti ri e lo bo ma se ba na la ho. Si e makana mo azana la dia. Thank you very much, people. Wayawese, Oba Atokbe.
It's Best Ogumo. Thank you very much. You've actually, I was actually going there. I just want to appeal to first and foremost, I want to express gratitude to Edo people, Edo State people generally. No matter what plagues us, no matter our divide, there is something I've come to learn in the past couple of years, and that is that Edo people are nice people. Edo people are very compassionate people. Because when I look at the array of issues that come up, particularly on this social media, call for help, call for this, call for that, the response that Edo people
Very
give,
huge.
it's unimaginable.
See,
And on that strength, I stand to say a big thank you. Look, I have never been more proud when I look at some of the effort Edo people do put in selflessly to support Edo people, to support society. It's honestly, for those who always express that willingness, may God continue to replenish you all.
amen.
Like Bess said, and I mean, I was actually going to make this call. If you look at the instruction under this particular, broadcast, her name and the account number and the contact number is there. And I want to equally appeal. Anybody wants to support, please support them directly. Don't go through
Third
any, what's
party.
it called, third party. You understand what I'm saying? Now the account is made public. Apart from this broadcast, it's all over the internet and all of that. You understand what I'm saying now? So do your support there. If you want to equally make your support public and all of that, make them know that this is you and you are making this donation. Their telephone number is there. You understand what I'm saying now? They should be the ones to recognize your effort. You understand the picture of myself? If you want to do it anonymously, may God bless you too. We are just appealing, because we don't want anybody to catch in on this situation. Say, oh, we are doing it on behalf of her, pay the money through us and all of that. We don't want that. You understand? Because even as Edo people have expressed generosity in very many areas, we have seen a lot of drama come up here and there and all that. But in this case, this matter is serious, is severe, is dire. We are appealing. Allah, whatever we can do, let's do. And that is it on that particular front. Best Ogumo, I want to make a public statement about AM. First, I am glad that the association is still existing. We started this over 25 years ago. Okay? That we formed the association. So one of the joys I have is that we've been able to hold the fort. The association is waxing stronger. The issue of unity is still a major problem. Because I'm making this statement, this is very important to state. And I'm making this as an advice to the union. I'm going to call the president. I'm not you're going to do that. We've discussed this privately. Because people will always fall ill. People will always be unwell. Okay? Being unwell is not exclusive to anybody or any group. It can happen. I want to suggest that right now, the health insurance scheme in Edo State and Nigeria appear to be on the improving side. I think that the association should immediately, as a matter of urgent national security, pursue a process of having a health insurance policy with a reputable insurance organization where every member, okay, of the Edo, Artists Association of Nigeria, we pay some stipend, to register. It could be as little as 12,000 naira a year. It could be as much as 15,000 naira a year, depending on what shall be agreed between the association and the insurance company. And when that is done, for everybody's registered to the process, what happens is that when we have situations like this where people need, help, health-wise, there will be no need for people to come out publicly like this. It's a matter of taking the matter to the insurance company, okay, and they foot the bill, okay? And if we're able to achieve that, it will be a good thing. And for those who may be paying that 15,000 naira a year or 20,000 or 12,000, the case may be, even if you don't get sick in the next 50 years, it doesn't matter, or you're not. But for anything that happens within the system, within the association, we can always easily use the insurance to do it. And of course, Edo Sieta law, SUV Rivera, I'm making it as a public statement, and I'm going
Thank
to
you
equally
very
try
much.
to follow up privately. I don't know what your take would be on this matter. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much, comrade. I want to quickly thank you for all that you've been doing too, for what you have just said. I already have certain things that I've written down that I intend to discuss with the ESCO, the elders, and the board of trustees of AIM. This is very, very important. But I mean, there are certain things we need to do that we are not doing.
Yes.
And these things are affecting the association negatively. It is not only AIM. In fact, a lot of associations and groups. But I like to quickly say this, comrade. Like we said, we're going to discuss these things like we discussed off camera. That we're going to discuss a lot of things with the association. But let me quickly say this. I think we should still educate our people. Our people have this mentality of saying, I'm not go sick, oh, if I can't go do that thing now, I'll come sick. And secondly, because some have told me, some will even tell you, what if I not come fit throughout, I have lost my money. I mean, that kind of reasoning. I remember when we suggested in another place that we should have a life insurance policy in another forum. And I was shocked. This is a forum of educated persons. And I heard them saying that, no, how would they plan for death? No, we're not going to do that kind of thing. No. We're not going to do that kind of thing. And the forum now had a problem. When we lose any member, we have to ask for donations. At the end of the day, we were able to do it. And it is, as we are talking, as I'm talking to you now, I think 80–85% of those that have this policy are those living outside Nigeria. Those that already have. Lamte, you have, I have.
Yeah.
You have for your family, I have for my family.
Yeah.
But we're just talking about something that is good. And I can categorically tell you that the insurance companies are doing well in this aspect now, right now. The health insurance scheme, they are the life insurance scheme. So we should still appeal to our people. Not only AIM, there are a lot of persons. Please take this health insurance policy, even if you don't agree, take the life insurance policy. Because like Lamptey said, nobody knows. I mean, you can just fall ill any day and it comes. You know, they write letter. They tell you, phone you. You know, that's something. Lamptey, we must educate our people on these things. Yeah. Let us leave that mentality of saying with a plan for death. It was happening with wills then. When you ask them to write, will say, you want to kill me. I go die now. I see death the phone. Yeah. Now tomorrow, now everything what happen. Yeah. So we need to still educate our people on this issue. Yeah. Then coming back to that of AIM, as organizations, as an organization, fully registered with the CAC, absolutely known home and away, we need such solid arrangements. They should be on the ground. I remember, you remember the story of the late Father Brown? Brother Tieme? Yeah. When somebody didn't release the amount for his medications.
For his medication, yeah.
You understand? So if we had an insurance scheme then, yeah, at least
probably that would have gone a long way.
Yeah.
It would have gone a long way.
So this is something we must stress on, Lamptey.
Yeah.
I want to appeal to you that you must do it on the Comrade Show. Talk about this thing seriously.
Oh, I will. I will. We will. You know, we've always been that vanguard, my brother. You know, but my biggest concern with AIM is not what AIM is capable of doing. You know, positively, it is what AIM, some members of AIM are capable of doing to create distraction and negativity around this thing. Because to have a health insurance policy, okay, has to be with a united house, not a divided house. So I think the first goal is to bring about unity. And and that area we are getting it wrong is that everybody cannot be in agreement. But there is something everybody must agree with. That is the law binding the association, the laws on the ground. I must not like your face to belong to the same association with you. Okay? But the laws binding the association must regulate my activities as far as the association matter is concerned. Disciplinary issues, and structures must be made to do what they have to do, as it were. Why it is big business, whether we like it or not. You understand what I'm saying now? And the way we are managing it, we are doing it and making it smaller and smaller. People hate on each other unnecessarily. People are envious of each other unnecessarily. People do things against each other unnecessarily. And all of this is translating into making the industry even smaller. Imagine, my brother, okay, Iyakpaka, looking at all the years we have, had this industry in place, all the years she's been a member, okay, she will come up publicly now and say she doesn't have 2 million naira. Some people will wonder, all the things what you do since, why you don't get 2 million naira? But that is the reality. She not get, and not the only she. So many others not get.
A lot.
You see them in movies and all of that. At the end of the movie, after all the year and day popularity, this and that and that and that, the reason is because from the home front, we've not been able to tidy up and make the industry as viable as it ought to be. So there are so many things to discuss. Put the house together.
Comrade, thank you very much. Like you said, some of the things happening today, we definitely is making the industry smaller. It's making it smaller because with what is happening right now, some intending sponsors, intending executive producers, are looking at it now. Are just checking because we have continuously, we have been speaking with people continuously that look, you guys need to sponsor movies. It is not just you giving them the money. It's a business. The movie making is a business.
It is. It's a big business.
So you get, I get from it. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
But let us lay this structure, this solid structure first. Because with what is happening right now, like you said, it shows that the unity is fragmented.
It is.
I think, I made a video. In fact, there were 2 videos.
I did.
And I appealed that, look, let's stop this thing. We have a home. Like we say, if they pursue person from outside, now house they run, they go.
House they run, they go, my brother.
But if they pursue you from house, where you want to run, go. So that is the truth. Let's always come back home. But that home, we must have a strong structure. So that when I run, it will be a strong tower, a strong citadel. When I run, I am guarded.
Absolutely.
And I am very sure that a lot of persons, unlike before, because to tell you the truth, when we started, the unity, the bond was so strong. Oh, solid.
It was.
So solid.
Oh, yes.
So strong that you see all of us moving without nothing. Somewhere along the line, I don't know if it were those that were ruling that missed it or the members that missed it. I don't want to speculate.
Brother, if you remember, in our time, Erima, we were, for people to become members of SAF at the time, we had a screening process in place.
Yes.
People were taken through certain rudiments.
Imagine before you become a member.
And we were doing periodic screening of members. We knew we were admitting a lot of greenhorns, and they were undergoing training, and we were providing stage productions, to baptize them into the industry.
But we were doing training.
We were doing all of that. Training.
We were doing training.
They were
doing a lot of training.
Having Henry Legema and all of that. Bako, everybody was involved in the process. Father Brown himself, even later, when I get me, you understand? We were doing seminars to reorientate our members.
I remember then we tell people to bring topics.
Yes.
Omadeli.
Yes, Joseph
who is now a manager with NTA.
With
a lot of persons are not aware. She's a member of EYA. She's sitting there, even one of the pictures in the last meeting. You know, Lampton, you remember? You brought out, you did your own seminars. We had trainings. I came out with we had trainings. And we still have these men there, men who are able to manage human beings. I don't know what is happening. Malam Bako is a good manager of people.
Absolutely.
Jerry Love too.
Absolutely.
Andrew Sawawu.
Absolutely.
Peace, and some others. So I am appealing to these persons. Don't leave these things for these younger ones. Give them your experiences so that they can learn from there.
Because even in those that process we had hierarchy. We had hierarchy. We had members that were in the diamond category, in the golden category, in the silver category. How many years you spent in the industry? People were placed in hierarchy. So there was respect for the other. Respect for the other raw.
Respect.
Because I am in that way, like industry here. Now I don't know the proliferation that just everybody's just let my people go. Everything is just there is no respect for the other anymore. Sandra, as people may look at as very small and all the Sandra right from the she was with this system.
Yes.
Sandra should be a respected person and most many of them that have been around.
She's an old member. She's been there.
A very old member. She's been there.
So the truth, another thing is Lampton, because please, ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to bring all these things because you two out there, you can as well, speak to those you love in the industry. See, if you call somebody, if you like this person in the industry or you love this person in the industry, and the person is not whatever the person is doing, the person's attitude, the person's character, you should be able to speak with the person because you are close, because you have this rapport with that person.
Yeah.
Babes, guy, this thing like this and like this and like this.
Absolutely.
Now, if you don't respect the elders in age or in the industry, and you are expecting those that are younger than you in age and in the industry to respect you, I mean, somehow, respect is earned. It is not forced. When
some people may look at Akpaka right now, where they just started knowing him 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, or 10 years ago, or 6 years ago, and all of that. I mean, I probably need to produce some pictures of Akpaka. I'm talking of Wilson Egiato. You understand what I'm saying? Akobe here. Produce some pictures of him, way back. You understand him? So I think that we need to bring this sanity
Akpaka,
into the system.
Let me quickly say this. Sandra and Akpaka, and Akobe. Sandra then, when she told me she was interested, I said, okay, come to Broderick's. Then at Okoro, you remember my days in Okoro area,
of course.
It was the same thing with Akobe.
Yeah.
I met Akobe in Okoro down Universal, and he said he was interested. I brought him, and I introduced him to Sasui West.
Yeah.
So you see, this thing was it was going on well. I have let me quickly just digress a little and mention Lancelot Oduwa-Emaswen. Lancelot Oduwa-Emaswen he said it years ago, the respect he had for SR because of the kind of artists we were producing from there. Legema said the same thing. Even Legema, as a member of the association, when he was shooting Anini, we had a little misunderstanding. I said, Legema, you're a member of the association, but as the president of this association, there are certain things I
remember.
I held on to it and said, no, this will not happen. So we must look, when you lay these strong structures, people will follow. So we must lay these structures. We must make sure things work out very well.
Yeah,
That
but
is the way it is.
I just want people to understand. Normally, this talk, okay, but certain things have come out public, and this is one of the ways we like to respond to some of those things. Let it equally go public, because if Wuga may not necessarily be the actors, who are now acting the unscripted.
It's those outside.
Okay, so Matana is actually meant for them to hear, because they may not have the privilege of hearing this. But Gugwan, internally are the people who are the leaders right now who must understand that some of these things need to be reapplied so that we bring sanity to the industry. A sanity industry now, growth will be assured. Today I spoke with somebody who is volunteering for the comrade show. I spoke with him. Excitedly, the man told me that he's shooting a movie. I said, are you in the movie industry? He said, yeah, in Edo State here. And I asked him, are you a member of the association? He said, no, that he's just doing his own independently. Oh, really? I didn't tell him anything about my background with the association or the industry and every other thing. I just left it there. He may be watching right now. He had no idea, if I'm even part of that, of the system. I understand you now. But when you look at that, okay, the matter case soon, everybody jumping from all nooks and crannies, doing something here and there, which is not a bad thing. But if we had a formidable home front under the association in the industry, okay, everybody will want to queue into it.
An association that had more than 1,000 members. There are about 2,000 now.
Yeah. At the time. So these are the things. So anyway, Baba, we are here because of Iyakpaka. We continue to make that appeal.
Yeah.
For the members of AIA, the Edo Artists Association of Nigeria, I want to appeal to you guys. Many of you may not know me. You may know me on the comrade show, but you don't know that my origin is from the theater. I'm baptized into the theater. But I want to appeal to you. I remember those days, Manayi school, where you are judged in character and learning. You are a good actor. It's not what makes you. You'll be a good actor and be a good human being as well. And if there are internal mechanisms of settling dispute, there will always be dispute everywhere, not only in the artist association. But if there are internal mechanisms of settling disputes, ATRA Naka exhausted that mechanism in there before we carry all the dirty wrapper and the dirty linen and the dirty ashwebi and bring all of them to the public space. Now it now become a matter, a way everybody's now. People are now using it to trend.
Know anything about the business.
Where we are coming. As a matter of fact, they are trending with it. They are not just looking at the characters who are just acting the unscripted, but they are now bringing aspersion, casting aspersion on the association itself. And when I listen to some of the commentaries by some of these people, who say they are social media presenters and all of that, some words that come out from their mouth, they are affecting me because somehow I am a parent to this association. You may not understand it, and to all the members, those who know me and those who don't even know me. You understand it, so it's unfortunate, but we've got to talk about this publicly. And it's okay that Iyakpaka's matter is what is making us talk. And for those who are members,
sorry. The Iyakpaka matter is making us talk about this. Yeah. But if I said there will be another forum for that.
Yes.
You remember how the association started? Something happened too.
I remember. So I know. So, but the point I wanted to make best is for people who are members of the association. I'm saying this publicly because many of you I may not be able to talk to you privately. You just deliberately stay at home where you hear meeting. Because some of this is playing out in some of these situations right now. You just stay at home. Now, when there are issues, you run to the members. Please, if you are a member of an association, fulfill your membership role. And your membership role include not just the dues you pay, includes your being present during the meetings.
At meetings.
You're participating in the activities of the association. You cannot be a member of AIA. You understand what I'm saying now? You are calling on AIA. Or whether you feel where you have a VSO, everybody will not associate you with AIA, and you are not actually a regular member of AIA. Who you meeting? So I think that we need to, all members need to actually come together and get these things fulfilled. But I'm an aware that you can't have association of over 1,000 to 2,000 members and less than 300 or a meeting. At the end of the day, you want the duty of the association to the members to equally, extend to you. It's part of the problem. You understand? That the system is having. So, honestly, that we need to regulate the association.
And comrade, sorry.
Over to you,
you
sir.
know, there is this thing always in associations and even meetings. You, as an organization or whatever, you are not only financially, what makes you a member, really a member, not because you are financially up to date, but that you partake in all the activities of the organization or the association. We had it there in our constitution there. I don't know if it's still there. So I want to have a copy. In fact, as a member, as members, Lamptey,
Yes,
as members,
yes.
we need to have copies of the association, because I'm sure they have reviewed those constitutions maybe several times.
I once advised that even the constitution should be made public. When I'm a PDF, I'm online. Anybody can look through it. American constitution is public. Every constitution goes public. You might take anything away. These are the rules of these people. So everybody can discuss yourself. Some of them can even those who are intellectual can actually just browse, look at the association's constitution,
because
and begin to address matters from there.
As we are speaking now, my brother, I'm sure some persons have not even seen the constitution once.
Mommy. Anyway, bro, the amount of public, we will try to talk about the rest at home. So, we've spent some time here. Amount of 1 hour. We're getting there. So, Edo people and Nigerians, we came out passionately to make this appeal. We are doing our bit. We are, apart from coming out publicly right now, we are equally going to reach out to certain individuals that we believe that can be of some support. Iyakpaka needs our help right now. It's a clarion call. It is not a call for just members of the Edo State Artists Association of Nigeria, but it's a call to all our fans, all friends of the association, those who can help. Please, let's help. Let's help. And like I said, we advise, we say it publicly, we will follow through privately, that we should have a health insurance scheme under the association. That scheme, if it's available and people are paying 20,000 a year, 30,000 a year, or 15,000 a year, depending on what shall be agreed with the insurance company, I am sure that when things like this come up, it will be very helpful. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need to go liri. We just know that we have a scheme that we can take advantage of. We should explore it. We will support us as well to explore it. And of course, we expect members to be very responsible to the association. And then as soon, whatever is happening, let us report to the association first, if it is professional.
Yes, that's the major thing.
Before anything, going public. It's very important because we are not just protecting the sanctity of the association, we are protecting that of all the members of the association and the entire industry. And of course, all of that we go public, 100,000 here, 50,000, 20,000. I know we can do it. And we should still do it. Even if we are able to raise 10 million, Owayowa.
Exactly.
Understand? So, Edo people and Nigerians across the world, I want to thank you guys for your time. We've taken some of your time right now. It's necessary. And for those who may just be joining us, please, we have the account number of Iyakpaka. I think it's our daughter's account number. It's displayed there. It's pinned down to the comment section. You can make your donation to that account, please. And we advise, let us not make donation through a third party. Pay directly to the account. You understand? They have a number there. You can call the number. We'll make a payment and they can confirm it. And if it is possible, we will try to bring updates. Any of this we have, we will always talk about it here. I must not end this broadcast without saying a very big thank you to Christy Jesuobo. I spoke with her this morning. Her role in this process has been very massive. Christy, thank you very much for what you are doing. Christy has always been somebody who stands for members of the association. She's always there, and she's there even right now with Iyakpaka, and providing moral support, helping to coordinate things. Christy Wesikaba, and for every member that has been visiting, I understand OKH was there this morning, and of course she equally made her support, made it public. OS Sister OKH, that's a very good one from you. I know that so many other members are going to do their, widow's mites. We may not need to see them publicly, but let's just keep pushing it so that the man way before the end of February, she get these things done. And of course, all of us will smile because we are those and we are looking after each other. So Edo people, even those who are not those who are Nigerians, if you watch this broadcast and you are touched, please support. We are all Nigerians. You understand what I'm saying? And all that. But I am proud to be an Edoma because at the end of the day, we always look after each other in every way. And that's what we've been doing.
No matter our differences, we do.
Yes, I've experienced it. I have seen it. Every day is happening. Man, Edo is great, man. Edo is great. But I'll play the video again for the last time for those who may not have seen it. Please do your support. Bye for now. Bra Best, thanks for joining. It's not going to be the last time. I will be here for that discourse.
Of course. Edo,
bye for now.
Wala wo meno osuwa OROBOSA no yuwu no Iyakpaka ya niko egbe mara me ibe bo me wala wo wa gube ku wa tun ame wa mi mefa egbe mara de yi kede di ade bo bo la je le jo ba do te ko la lo ewe mu me ko me ti gbagbe ìbálẹ̀ ìwé sábọ̀dẹ̀ ẹ lọ ẹgbẹ́ níjà ẹ̀ ọgbàgbẹ̀ wọn ní ẹwọ́ ní dòdìbò mi nínú ẹgbọ́ ẹ̀dá túnlàdé olùwàláwòwò olùwà ẹ̀fẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀dọ̀rẹ̀ olùwàláwòwò yàwó ní YouTube video of the God ìyá àti ìbẹ̀ ìyàkà ẹ̀dẹ̀ tí ẹ̀gbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìdẹ̀ yẹyẹ wàkẹ́ ìjọbọ̀ rẹ̀ ẹ̀dá túnlàdé olùwàláwòwò olùwà mímẹ́ fà Nuwa to ame wala wo ko gba gbe ni ti we ni do po yo ti ke wala ke se ba o gba dije the different ti o ki ti so le gbe bi ade gbe ni ya gbodo la ni gba gbe bo wala wo we to we wala wo wa wo jo bo we wa to ame wala wa go we wo wala wo elu wa ya to ame ni sama ya to wa ya fe wala wo wala
Comrade Show, Comrade Lante Oriente, live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. Peace.